Hi traders, welcome to the weekly roundup. So let's try to go ahead and get prepared for the next week by looking at the vital derivative data points out there which we observed in the past week. So what we are going to do is we will first try to analyze what the data told us in the last week, and then we will try to go ahead and form a view for the market on the upcoming week. Also in the end, we will try to build a strategy based on the data points which we observed throughout the video. So do check out the video till the very end. So now let's start off with the index contributors. Let's check what has moved the index and what the performance of the indices was in the past week. So let's say we'll go to index contributor and I want to check the performance of Nifty, which stock contributed how much towards Nifty and how Nifty's performance was. So talking about Nifty's performance, if we see that Nifty was almost down by 5%. Right now, Nifty is trading at 17,030. In terms of points, Nifty was down by around 880 points. Talking about the stocks contributing positively, not a lot, but Bharti Airtel showed a good momentum wherein contributing just 9 points positively, and in terms of percentage, Bharti Airtel gained around 2.8 percentage. A good revival in pharma stocks wherein Cipla again was the second top contributor and gaining 8 percentage, and in terms of points just contributing 8 points positively towards Nifty. Not a lot of stocks and not a lot of heavyweights which are in a positive momentum. All the heavyweights, Infosys, ICICI Bank, HDFC Twins and Reliance, they actually dragged the index down. Let's check the sectoral contribution made towards Nifty. So again, the same scenario, except telecom and pharma. All the sectors are dragging the index down, and even telecom and pharma sectors are not driving the index down up one-sidedly. They can kind of pull off the index to a positive momentum because heavyweights, as we discussed, like HDFC Twins, Reliance, Infosys, they are dragging the index down. Talking about Bank Nifty front, so let's check out for Bank Nifty front as well. So let's say from last week, what has happened in Bank Nifty is, so all the stocks in Bank Nifty are actually dragging the Bank Nifty down. And in terms of points, Bank Nifty has dropped around 2090 points. And in terms of percentage, it has dropped 5.5 percentage. So we saw a negative, a bear accretion happening across the both indices, which is Nifty and Bank Nifty. Let's quickly go around and analyze what the futures data witnessed a built up of. So we will use the built up panel for that, and we will look out for our instruments. So let's say Nifty. So if we see in Nifty from this day, which was 8th of November 2021, so Nifty actually did not witness major long built up. Whatever the up moves are happening in Nifty, those are only due to a short covering scenario. The short positions getting covered, they are leading the upwards move in Nifty. And any short covering post that, again a short build up comes in, and today we saw a good drop in Nifty. Right now it is trading at 17,030. So net net, if we look at, until and unless we don't find a lot of short coverings followed up by a long build up, till then Nifty remains on the negative side. Let's check out for Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty looks, the same way as we looked out for Nifty from this day, wherein on 27th of October, the banking index has been the weakest, wherein if we see, there are only few long build-ups. All the up moves in the banking index were only due to the short covering scenario, nothing else. Now coming to the next analysis, let's try to go ahead and identify some sectors. And before that, let's try to go ahead and first analyze the open interest for the both Nifty and Bank Nifty so that we get the vital levels based on the participants' placements. So if we talk about Bank Nifty, so if we see, and if we have a look on this data, so let me change this expiry to the 2nd December expiry. So if we see in Bank Nifty, so this graph, the red color bars are showing us put OI, green color bars are showing us call open interest. So when Bank Nifty, if we see, if 36,000 gets broken and if banking index manages to sustain above below that level, which is 36,000, immediate support stands at 36,000 because that is where there is a significant put writing happening. But if we see a short covering incoming on 36,000 put and additions happening on call side, indication of the support getting broken and the resistance getting strengthened. Now if this level gets broken vigorously of 36,000, then what? Then no worries, we have a support kind of a thing placed at 35,500, but the major support now directly stands at 35,000. On the upside, multiple hurdles, 36,500 becomes my immediate hurdle for Bank Nifty, and this one, which is 37,000 call, again becomes like my major resistance for Bank Nifty for 2nd December expiry. So this is my range for Bank Nifty. On the lower side, 35,000, and on the upper side, 37,000. Check out for Nifty what Nifty's OY band is, how OY band for Nifty is placed at. So now talking about the support, this is my very crucial level, which is the level of 17,000, where there is a significant amount of put writing happening. And the major resistance now stands at, the immediate resistance stands now at 17,300, and 17,500 stands like my major resistance for this expiry. Let's try to go ahead and quickly analyze, technical chart of Nifty. So if we talk, Nifty has been, on a significant downtrend from 15th of November. And since then, we rarely saw a good momentum happening on the upside. And today also, Nifty has broken this vital level of 17,220. Even this level, which is the level of 17,090. Now, the down level stands directly at 16,760. And the upside, we should wait for this level, which is 17,900. to get broken for a significant positive upside momentum. Let's try to analyze the technical charts of Bank Nifty very quickly. Talking about Bank Nifty, if you see again, moving in the downwards trend itself, talking about the lower level, 35,210 is my lower level. And talking about the upside, watch out for this level to get broken, which is the level of 38,400 for a significant reversal in the momentum over here. Now coming to the next analysis, which is sectoral built up, which sectors are picking up the pace. So talking about today, pharma sector witnessed a good revival today. Despite the markets falling, pharma stocks, we saw a very good momentum happening on the upside. Except pharma, all of the sectors actually witnessed a short built up. So talking about pharma sector as a whole has witnessed a good revival. So let's check out the pharma sector, how it has been doing historically. So let's say pharma sector over here. I'll check the absolute open interest. If you see in pharma sector, whatever the shorts were, they were very marginal. And today, pharma sector has witnessed a significant long built up. The prices went higher along with the OI going up. So we are expecting a good kind of revival in pharma sector from here on. And also pharma sector was, pharma stocks were kind of consolidating for a lot of time. And now we have seen a good momentum today in pharma stocks. Now coming to the pick from the pharma stocks, so we can pick up Glenmark. So Glenmark has been, kind of in a consolidation zone for a time, and also it had, seen a significant correction as well. And then post that correction, it formed a bottom and it witnessed a good momentum on the upside in Glenmark. So Glenmark is the instrument wherein it has witnessed recently a significant long built up. Whatever the shorts were, they generally got covered in the upcoming session. Talking about the technical analysis on Glenmark, if you see that Glenmark has now started to, the crossover has been happening of 20-day moving average and 50-day moving average. And also RSI is moving in the zone of 60. Right now the RSI is placed at 56. And talking about the vital level which we should watch out for Glenmark to sustain above the level of 545 and 550. If that happens, we might see a good possible move at least up till the level of 600 or at least up till 590. Talking about the lower levels, we can consider the level of 490 as a lower level in Glenmark. So now coming to the strategies part, looking at the data points which we analyzed, looking at the futures built up, the technical charts and the open interest data. So a short put butterfly, we can go ahead and analyze this strategy in option architect tool, wherein we have bought a put option of 17,000. We have sold two lots of 16,800 and we have bought one more lot of 16,700. Wherein, if we see this strategy, if we held it till expiry, even if Nifty falls below this level, which is 16,956, it's just 50-60 points from the current price where the Nifty is. So till expiry, if Nifty even manages to sustain below that, this strategy will, start giving us profits. Talking about the negative side of this particular strategy, if our view goes against us, so let's say if Nifty sustains above the level of 17,000, we will start to make a loss. But the loss in this particular strategy is capped up till the 2,200 rupees over here. And if our target has been met, so if Nifty closes on the expiry date at the level of 16,800, we might make a net PNL of around 7,700 rupees. And even Nifty going anything below it, we will still be in profits. So we won't be facing immediate, an unlimited loss. And also my maximum loss is capped up till the level of 2,300, 400. And also that loss will start incoming if Nifty sustains above the level of, approximately 17,000. So this is the strategy which you can go ahead and analyze in Option Architect tool. So now let's try to summarize what we understood. So talking about the historical build-ups, Nifty and Bank Nifty saw a lot of short build-ups, and Nifty did not witness a sectoral contribution which will try to hold the index, which was holding the index. Then we understood that the pharma sector is now on a revival mode, and we understood that the build-ups in pharma sector which were done today witnessed a significant long momentum happening in pharma sector. Then we picked up Glenmark as an instrument which had a significant strength even in futures built up, as well as the technical chart wherein it has been seeing a crossover of a 20 and a 50-day moving average. And also we analyzed vital multiple data points of Glenmark. Talking about the strategy, so short put butterfly is something what we tried to analyze. So I would say that was it from my side for this particular video of weekly analysis. So if you have liked this video, you can hit the like button. Also, you can hit the subscribe button. So whenever we post a video, you'll receive a notification. Thank you.